Wanted to post a quick video here to show everybody what's upcoming in the next couple of days, what you can look forward to. We have several changes occurring. I also want to let everyone know that I will be on vacation between the 22nd and the 29th. If you try to email me, you will get an auto response message that I am away. If you attempt to book anything in terms of readings, you won't be able to book anything until after the 29th. Everything else on the calendar has been blocked out. And I most likely will not be very accessible in terms of responding to emails or any messages or texts while I'm gone, because I'm not sure about my Wi-Fi accessibility while I'm away. But I'm looking forward to being back and being back with everybody when I return. So let's go over what's happening right now. Presently, we recently came out of the new moon in Cancer, and you can see that we've got the Sun, Mercury, Mars, all in Cancer here. And that, of course, can stimulate emotion for a lot of people because Cancer is a sign, a water sign that is ruled by the moon. Some of the things that Cancer is concerned with are needs and being fed, feeling comforted, feeling safe, and the symbiosis between people. Cancer can rule the mother. One of the things I notice when we have a Cancer event occur, such as the new moon in Cancer that we recently had occur, is that people turn to food, comfort food, or anything else that comforts them. And you might have noticed a lot of pictures of food popping up on Facebook. We also had National Ice Cream Day just the other day, and that is literally mother's milk in a sweetened form for us to enjoy at any age. So Cancer theme is going strong, but it's soon coming to an end. You'll notice that the Sun is at 29 degrees of Cancer today, so we're just at the tail end of that Cancer energy. The Sun and Mercury will soon be moving into Leo. Here's the Sun moving into Leo in just one day on the 22nd, and then Mercury moves into Leo in a day and a half. We will have the Sun joining Mercury around the same time. And the next two things that are particularly significant in regard to these things, where we have a lot of Leo energy and everybody always feels the shift. When we go from one sign to the other, there is always a distinct change, something that you can feel. It literally feels like the weather changing. So the energy will go from that moody, watery feeling to the feisty, fiery feeling, creative, playful, and people will get very energized as the Sun, Mercury move together into the sign of Leo. Now, something else to consider in terms of the transits, we have Mars forming a square to the planet Uranus in 3 days. We also have the planet Venus turning retrograde in the same time frame. What all this says to me is that some people may experience an old flame coming back into their lives, or they may be thinking very strongly about their past loves or maybe a particular love of their life. Venus retrograde can be a good time for reviewing relationship and looking at your own beliefs, your own patterns, and anything that you would wish to eliminate in terms of how you think about relationship. This would be a good time to examine and eliminate and put some new program into place, and to do it with some optimism or some hope, and to put your heart out there, especially while we have Mercury and the Sun moving into the heart-ruled sign of Leo. Leo is very ardent. It is very heart-ruled, very courageous and bold. So while you're reviewing and while you're looking back, don't be afraid to also open up more, to let your heart speak to you as you look at the past. I've already heard from several people that they suddenly have heard from some exes, ex-boyfriends, people they didn't expect to be hearing from or seeing again, have popped back into their lives. It is not necessarily a sign that you are supposed to be with that person, but there must be some lesson there if they come back into your life. Either there's something that you have to finish up, or maybe it is an opportunity to rekindle something that you lost in the past. That would be for you to decide. And of course, it always helps to look at the comparisons between your chart and the other person's chart. Now, Venus is going to be retrograde from approximately the 25th of July until September 5th. So the whole month of August is going to be colored by Venus basically going backward. I also think it's significant in terms of producing some of that energy, especially that the young people feel, of summer love, where this might not be something that is going to move forward, but it doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't enjoy it, that you shouldn't be involved with someone at this point in time. It may be that it's going to become a special moment in time, or a special person, special relationship, but not necessarily the one that will move forward with you throughout time or into the future. You simply enjoy whatever life offers to you at this point in time, and if you have any negative beliefs or outlooks in terms of relationship, it would be a good time to look those over and eliminate them, and look at things from a more courageous, outgoing, optimistic, open-hearted, or playful perspective, as we have the energy of Leo backing us up with the Sun and Mercury, where our sense of self and our mind is focused on that Leo energy. Venus is right now in just at 0 degrees of Virgo, and we will definitely be experiencing the effect of that, trying to think of the right word, persnickety, looking at the details. Venus in Virgo looks at details and sorts and prioritizes, and sometimes can be very critical or fussy about how affection or love is expressed. Venus in Virgo also demonstrates love through doing things, not necessarily verbally, but by actions. There may be a little bit of friction going on at this point in time while we have the conjunction of Venus and Jupiter. Jupiter's in Leo, Venus is there at the 0 degrees of Virgo, and they are forming a square, which you can see right here, to the planet Saturn. And Saturn puts the brakes on things. It may actually be beneficial if you need something that has to be toned down. The enthusiasm of Jupiter in Leo burns very brightly and wants to move very fast. And Venus in Virgo, well, Venus and Jupiter, when they get together, they want more of a good thing. Everything's good, everything's happy when those two planets are together. The square can actually bring some tempering or moderation into a situation so that things can be looked at more realistically, and that you don't go overboard with whatever it is that is feeling good, or the pursuit of pleasure, that basically you hold yourself in check and you don't go overboard. If a past love relationship rekindles, this may also help you to discern whether this is something that is serious and something that could last or is good for you, or whether it is not, whether it's just simply an opportunity to enjoy seeing somebody again for a short time, but maybe they're not going to deliver on a promise or on the hopes or dreams that you might have. This basically, the influence of Saturn with the Venus retrograde passing over Jupiter, will be a little bit of a reality check if somebody from the past does pop up. So that's the main thing to be mentioned. We do have another lunation coming up in the near future, and that will be at the end of the month, when we have on the 31st, we will have the full moon occurring in the sign of Aquarius, the fixed air sign of Aquarius, which will be right about here. But we're not quite at the end of the month yet. We have a little more time before that occurs, and hopefully I'll have the time to put up a short video when I return on the 29th to take a look at what the moon will be doing then. So everybody enjoy this hot dog days of summer, and I hope you can get outside and enjoy it, or get to the beach and enjoy it. Many blessings.